there's the sign for a junction on a bend. Yeah. So all the clues there we've got spotted. Look at the curb on the left as well. Don't just look at them cars. Yeah. Right again. Okay, that could have caused quite a lot of damage to that. Really good. And I thought, hey, is that good? I thought, there's going to be something not right here, surely. Could you? So you've been too low and too high. Where do you think you should be now then? Yeah, try it there. Yeah, the holding point. That's better. So try and always resume to the holding point throughout this exercise. Keep checking your shoulder. Holding point. More steer, full lock. Shoulder. Road ahead. Now, is this going to hold back or is it going to pass us? Okay. That's cool. That's fine. Keep checking around. That's it. I can hear it rumbling a bit, so we'll just apply a bit of revs. Well done. Good stuff. There's nothing on the inside. Is there any cyclists? It's got a bit of a gap there. That's good, because we're going to come all the way across, aren't we, to get through here. How did you find that?
Better than I thought. Like,
just hold back here, come into this gap here. So hold back. First gear, revs. Fine. That will come very quickly. I just asked you a question as well, bad timing by me. So I just offered you a bit of support there in case your mind was elsewhere thinking about the answer to my question. Sorry, you were saying?
Quite easier than I thought. I thought it would be like quite hard to get out.
It's all about the clutch control and the steering, coordination of controls, and keeping up to date really. Okay, let's play the sign game then. I can see that one. I beat you.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Now, who's going to spot the next one? It's fighting tour. I can see some road markings, look. Do you know what they mean? Yeah, it's to remind these, it's more so for these, I think, as these come down the road, to make them think about their speed as they enter the village. It's downhill as well there for them. So what gear could you be using, do you think? Is it? And just remind me what that speed limit is. Not that we have to do it.
60.
Yep. I ain't seen another sign since, have you? Tell me as soon as you see it. As soon as you see it, even if you can't read it, no matter what it is, it doesn't matter what it is. A little bit quicker on the straight, a little bit quicker, a little bit quicker, a little bit more, a little bit more. So just judging these speeds, making sure that we're in control for the bits where we're not ready. What I tend to find as well is we're hugging the inside a little bit, so the left tyres are quite close to the grass. There's a sign. I think it's a sign to an entrance. So, but if we were looking for an entrance, we'd be right there, wouldn't we? We wouldn't be turning in late, braking hard or anything. Oh, awesome! Good stuff. So that's. Oh, there's another one. Is that the one you meant?
That one.
And that one, yeah. Got the blue circle. Got the cones. All right. What's that one saying? Road narrowing. So ease off. Let's pop to third. Clutch up. So the gear change was a good idea. Less space, less speed. There's a sign. There's a road marking. There's a sign. So we've got a left turn. That could be a... Yeah. And it was. Bus stops. Another bus stop. Is it way down the road there?
Yeah, I think so.
And a warning triangle. So that's a right turn. Again, the car could just pull out on us. So all the clues are there. Then we're kind of prepared for the hazard then, if we already know the potential. Fourth gear then. There's some signs, just information signs. 15 yards. Brake, 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 brake. Turn left at the end. It's not very long, is it? What is? Do you know what a yard is?
Not really.
It's a step.
Oh.
It's 115 steps. I don't think so.
No.
So what we got then?
Bend in the road.
Yeah, and no footpath. So what is the road ahead here? Well done, well done. Right, now third gear. I drop to second and clutch up. Cover the clutch, cover the brake. Be careful of the left side that it's not in the bush. That's it. What could we do? Because it's quite tight there, and if there is a tractor around the bend, we could be in danger. We've got some passing places as well here. If we need to tuck in on the left, then we will. Okay.
Yeah.
They can be quite dangerous themselves in their very nature because they've got dips in. But we could sound the horn on one of them bends because if they can't see us, they'll hear us.
Yeah.
So just easing off, second gear still appropriate. Just upping the instructions slightly. If a car comes, we could use this passing place here. Have you saw passing places be used before? But we've been a passenger or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a video on it. I think the one I did with Jack as well. About hour 25 with Jack or something. It's gone a bit more rural than I expected at the moment, but it's okay. Good experience nonetheless. Any signs, Lauren?
No.
So what's the road ahead? Yeah. A bit more brake, a bit more brake, a bit more brake, because we can't see. The less we can see, the less speed we want, so that we know we can stop in time. Because the very fact we can't see, something could be literally round the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen some of these tractors, but they're about the width of this road. Some of them. I seen one come through Spondon Village the other day. I mean, it was just madness, really. It took the whole width of the road. So the only thing you could do is wait in the mouth of a junction to let it pass. Again, tell me the first sign that you see. Now earlier there was a bit of a stick in the road. I don't know if you saw it, a big stick. And I think we hit it, we drove through it. I don't know if it flicked up and damaged the bodywork. But I want you to be ultra aware of the left side, the right side, altering road positioning all the time. Don't be in the centre of the road here though, because we can't see over that dip. So you want to be on the left, but don't let the you know, look for hazards, look for potholes, because if that was a bad pothole, you might not have seen that either. Potholes are going to be slightly darker in the nature, because they might have had water in or still be damp, different coloured tarmac underneath. The tarmac goes like a grey colour, but it was originally black. So underneath it will still be black. Good speed at the moment, I think it's reasonable. Do you see something going off at the... Do you see something there?
There's no road.
Yes. So we're seeing clues, aren't we? And we're going to be nice and steady on the approach this time, yeah? Not too quick. And tell me the first bit of information you see that could, if you hadn't already spotted that clue, that could alert you to the junction. Seeing it up, so the paint, the giveaways, the triangle, beat you to it. Alright, we're going to turn right at the end. A couple of donkeys in that field. Now, this junction is very, very closed, alright? So we've got to be, I'm going to help you with this. We've got to be really ready for it. I want you to hold us still here for me, just still for the moment. Could you open your window? Remember, so get your feet steady first. So set back to your revs, nothing behind us. Get your feet set and sorted. Right. Cemented still. If you're holding still. Now your window. Flick it down, that's it. I'm going to do mine as well. Alright, now we'll edge to the giveaways. Now this is so tight, you'll see what I mean in a minute. So keep edging. How do we know that the bonnet's level with but not over?
When that line is
That's it. Look for roofs over the bushes, but we've got to go bit by bit. We're going to get to a certain place and then we've got to be really quick to get off. That means loads of revs and steady-ish clutch. Edging a bit more, freeze. Edging a bit more, freeze. Can you hear anything? So that gives us confidence to edge a bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more. Right, go. Last looks and go. Do you see how close that is? And really sharp bends either side of it.
Yeah.
Good job with your feet there, you know. And they had to be, didn't they? How did that feel?
Felt like moved off like quicker than
Yeah.
usual.
Yeah.
So,
Gas helped that lot, didn't it?
yeah.
And I think probably because you were sat on it so long, you're really used to the noise. It weren't really an issue. You just kept it on.
Yeah.
What do you see? All right, can we turn right there, please? Lovely. All right, we won't play the sign game, but you get the idea. So what's the speed limit?
60.
What's the road? What's going to happen to the road ahead?
10.
How many? 2 bends, yeah? So you've got the double
Yeah.
zigzag there. Okay, just easing off. See the road narrowing, there's no paint in the middle anymore, and we've got the white lines to indicate the edge of the carriageway. We're in the correct gear, good positioning with the hedge. Not sort of in it, but reasonably close to it. You must be moving your eyes around quite a lot to get that perfect, which it is. How far can you see? Fantastic. So that just prompted you to come off the gas, didn't it, a bit? And we matched our speed to the distance we could see to be clear. So what we got ahead coming up? Potentially.
Horses.
Yeah, what else?
They're bumps.
Yep. That's it. Checking your mirrors then, updating a little bit quicker. See the car behind gaining on us because you've got a nice straight here. So we've got to sniff out the opportunities where we can and where we can't. Horsley Lodge, nice place that. Ever been there? A couple of gigs there when I was doing my, I used to do mobile discos. A couple of weddings there. That's good, really good. 46 feels about right, really. And I can see you easing off. But what's the reason you're easing off? All right, good. How sharp? Is it going to involve braking in gears before we start turning? Braking then? Yeah, it is. Bit of brake, that's enough. Okay, and back on. Because what happened is we couldn't see, but also it narrowed.
Yeah.
So you're starting your braking, and you should be thinking, I might need a gear as well. So easing off, I've got a triangle appearing up above the hedge. Steer right, 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 right. If anything, steer towards the car slightly. It means you're looking at it. Fourth to, we're going to turn right at the end first. Very closed again. Do you want me to open my window? Remember, plenty of power. There was a little bit of an advantage on that one. What was that?
You
Well, if
can
you
like
look-
see up the road.
Yeah, you can, can't you?
Yeah.
What's the speed limit then, Lauren?
40.
Yep, 40. Good steer right towards that van. Steer right again. Okay, so that's what you need to be doing more. Steer, look at the van, look at the curb. That could have caused quite a lot of damage to that. You can knock the tracking out. What have we got coming up? Some lights there, yeah. At the junction we'll go straight ahead. Sorry, did I hit your hand when I went across? I didn't really have time to. We're going to keep going. Revs. Just have a quick look for anybody running red lights. Straight across, second gear. Got to be more active at the steering wheel. With the steering wheel, you can't just put them out steer and hold it. You've got to be always this. It's always this.
Yeah.
It's just constantly moving all the time. But the eyes should be as well. That's why.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that could have been a pedestrian there with his ready to cross. If their toes are hanging over the edge, then that could be quite bad. So what's the speed limit before we go down this hill?
30.
That's it. What are you doing?
30.
So what do you think you could do with doing a bit more with your eyes?
Looking down
That's it. Just checking that speedometer again. Third gear on the way down, just in case something else appears. Third. Good stuff. Both cars, looking at the black and the van, looking at the silver and the van, lining it up, looking at the white van and the red car, lining it up, constant movement, eyes on both, and the road ahead of course. Speedometer, what you're doing at the moment. Okay, good. What we got coming up? What information do you say? What warnings? Okay. And then after the crossroad there's a
bend through.
Alright. We're going to take the next road on the right, do you see it? You're going to use it. You're on that curb as well as the back end of the bus, see? It just makes you think a bit more, doesn't it? It's alright looking at the bus because you don't want to hit the bus, but then you're not focusing on the other thing and getting the best outcome overall.
Yeah.
So as soon as I said that, it just sparked you to steer, you know. So keep thinking about those things. Hopefully that's. I only had my tracking done the other day. Hopefully that's not knocked the tracking out. Well done. You looked at it, didn't you? Well done. Fantastic. See your hands moving around much more. But when you get your car, if you've got some nice, lovely wheels on it, it's the last thing you want to do, you know. Plus, you can ripple the tyre up as well. So curb and white line. When we get to the end of the road, we're going to turn right. Good to plenty of revs, well done. So how are you finding being out and about a bit more in the wilderness, to put it?
It's different.
Yeah. Very unpredictable at times. Things change very quickly. Road width, spaces, visibility. What I might do, I might spot the signs and just tell you. So there's a chevron arrow indicating a sharpish bend. Another one highlighting the bend. I'll say it as soon as I see it. I just want to give you something to go on with, you know, from here on. Saying that it could be school children. We're going to look at the time, it's 11:10. Another one just reminding us, and it's an advisory speed limit, which is 20. So we've got to use best judgment with that and a bit of common sense. There's nobody around. You know, go as fast as you see to be clear, basically, I would say. Try and look at that curb, you'll stick closer with it. What's the danger in going wide there?
If someone's going around.
Yeah. That's it. Even worse if it's a wider vehicle. Got the chevron arrows up ahead, which indicates another reasonably sharp bend. Generally, the more chevrons, the sharper the bend. If it's 30 and we can do 30, then we should be getting up to it as soon as we can, because otherwise these guys could overtake in a dangerous place, which what could that do for our safety?
We could get caught in it.
Yeah. There's another chevron arrow. Speed limit now though is, yeah. So if we see it's clear ahead, got a warning triangle that there could be deer crossing. There's cars behind. If a deer did run across, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just hold tight to the steering wheel and brace myself. Do not swerve, and do not. You might brake a little, but you've got to be careful. You don't do an emergency stop with all them cars behind you. We're gonna have a 10-car pile. All right, there's just things to think about. If you've already processed it, at least once in your life, anyway.
Yeah.
It's kind of, there's something there. The reason I said that is because some people might not have ever been driving for 30 years and never thought, well, actually there's warning of a deer, so they have crossed here. What would I do?
Yeah.
What wouldn't I do? So I'm picking that power back up now then, so we can see ahead, and we can see, if you look at, you can't see the road, but you can see the hedge. Look left at that green as well on the left, because the tyres was kneeling in the on the verge, the grass verge there. It could be muddy, there could be slippy bits, particularly we had quite a lot of rain yesterday. Got a warning triangle ahead. What's it warning us of? I think it's there was a leaf just on the bit where I thought it might be a junction on the bend. It's just a bend, yeah. Back on the power then, so we can see all the way around. Keep left rather than right. Remember for an earlier view around the bend, but also it brings you away from oncoming traffic. There's a sign there, but it's the opposite way, so it's for the other traffic. There's an information sign for directions. To give us directions, so we're going to turn left there. Make sure you see the bend first, because you don't want to signal too early. Sorry, the junction. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave you with this then. the right into the King's Corner pub, and then keep it under control and pull forwards into any bay for me. Look at the left as well as the right, so we don't cut steer left. What gear is going to be good now for a car park? Yep. And then just pull forward into any bay you like. What would you check before you do it? Yeah. Just pause it there, because it could work. The preparation's not been done there really. You know when you've come, you know when you've turned in, no matter what, you should have gone first gear before you turned in. Because we know that pub car parks, it's not going to be a fully established two-way road on the way in. It's going to be tight. Second gear speed made us on the wrong side of the road on a blindish kind of corner on the way in there. Just that bit there. If you feel the speed going too fast, immediately clutch down.
Okay.
Straight down. Smash it down. First gear, and then that gives you time then to think about setting yourself up for this park. Do you remember when you went in forwards to a bay, what was important in between you and the bay in terms of setting yourself?
Space.
Yeah. Because you'd have been lovely for a left one, but I think you were thinking of one on the right, weren't you?
Yeah.
Alright, no worries. You are set up lovely though for a reverse to the right. So if you want to reverse into a bay on the, on our left, if you reverse into a bay on our left, and then we'll take it from there. Rather than pulling up, I just thought this would be a good opportunity. And especially to recap from last lesson. Good speed, good control. We're looking to the right though, safety wise, anything joined us? Okay, cool. Looks like you're doing a good job there. Is there anything developing behind the car? Because we've not looked there for a while. I was just thinking it could be somebody wanting to cross or something. Less revs. Only need about 1,000 for this. Happening directly behind the car? Okay. If you just look over, you know that curb, you know, I see you're looking over the right shoulder. It's a good place to be looking as you get towards the end of the manoeuvre. First bit, just be looking kind of where you're going at the left shoulder. But what are you looking for when you look over that right shoulder there?
The curb.
Whereabouts are you looking for it to appear so that you know to stop? Don't forget that your clutch is down and you're in reverse, just to remind you. Yeah? What are you looking for?
I was just kind of trying to gauge it, but now I remember it's like in the corner.
That's it. So do you want to... Sorry, I talked over you then.
No, just in the corner of the window.
Yeah, and is it there at the moment, or is it just above? Is it above, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to pop it into the corner then, so it runs through the corner? Don't forget your handbrakes on. Just check all around before we start moving, because if somebody does come out, they'll think we're parked and won't expect us to move, for example. Alright, lovely. That was really good, you know. Dead good control. Remembered all the reference points. Check your right shoulder. Try and get the right shoulder second just a smidge sooner. It was just about okay, but you want to get it before the car swings out to come into the bay. You know, because you're going straight first and then you turn.
Yeah.
Before the car turns. Why is it important that you check the right shoulder before the car starts to turn?
Because
preferably.
Front moves out.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. So in theory, somebody could drive over them bays and pass us. But if we're swinging into that space, we definitely want to make sure nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
So just get your eyes in that space earlier, and that rules that out. What's your thoughts on the manoeuvre?
I think I did a good job. I was like straightening up when I was coming in.
Yeah, I do as well. Really good. And I thought, hey, I was that good. I thought there's going to be something not right here, surely. But no, you even got, so you took off your steering at just the right time. We're dead straight. You judged that perfectly with that mirror. You didn't even need to put it down. And you don't really if you look early enough. And that's the beauty of that, what you're doing. You were thinking about it early enough to action it and make sure it went in the bay regardless.
Yeah.
So it's really, really good. Well done.